Okay, this is the next in the series of quick dry suit repairs. This is how to replace a zip on a membrane suit. So this is a row suit, and I've started taking the zip off already, as you can see. So simply use the heat gun, warm up the zip, then peel it back. Okay, I'll show you me doing this piece here. Okay, get it nice and warm. Okay, so we've heated the zip up now. Now just find a corner, peel it up, and here we go. Peel it back. Oops. And there you go, zips off. Simple as that. So this has got the usual fault with zips. Oops. Get it in place, and that is teeth gone. See, and I have to say, once the teeth are gone, the zip is going to leak, and this was quite a catastrophic leak from where the zip had gone. Okay, so now the zip's off. Now I need to clean up the surfaces with toluene, get as much of the old glue off as possible, and then we'll prep the new zip. So here's the new zip. Now zips are normally given in two sizes. They give a size from here to here, and also a size from the edge of the flap to here. So this is a 90, I think it's a 93 centimetre zip, which is pretty standard. If you want to fit a longer zip into a suit, it's relatively straightforward. As long as there's enough shoulder width, you can just cut an extra half or maybe a centimetre, two from each end, and still fit in the zip. Now it's your choice. Right, so a bit of toluene on the rag, give it a rub, and as you can see, the old glue's coming off reasonably easily. If you find a hard patch, just leave it moist with the toluene and come back to it. But as you can see, most of the glue is starting to come off now. Won't be long, it'll all be clean. Right, once you've cleaned all the glue off, if you find you've got any loose threads like this one here, just here, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, what you need to do is just gently trim it off, and then just with a match or a flame, just tie the ends back. This is nylon, so it'll melt back like rope, and that will actually seal and stop it fraying again. Okay, so I've just cut off the loose thread with the scissors, and now all I'm going to do is with the flame literally just along the edge, and there we go, nicely all sealed on the fabric. Okay, so the next job is to give the actual zipper clean with toluene. Again, right along the edge to make sure there's no powder left from the moulding process, that it's all actually nice and cleaned up. Do the whole zip, make sure it's thoroughly cleaned, and then we'll apply the glue. Right, so I'm using again the polymerine 2-part Hypalon glue, but I'm only using 1 part. I'm not putting the hardening because I want the extra time for it to go off slowly. So what you've got is a natural line along the zip here, so that's where you want the glue to go. Doesn't matter if you get a bit of an overlap on it. And then we need to glue the whole of the zip. Okay, now we're just gluing up the suit, and again, a nice line of glue down. You've got some parts of the original glue line left, so you get a bit of a border so you know how far to go. Again, glue the full length of the zip and the full length of the suit. Okay, by the time you've glued up the suit, you're probably ready now to put a second coat of glue. Yeah, that's completely touch dry. You're now ready for the second coat of glue on the zip. Okay, now that the glue is completely touch dry on the suit, I'm going to turn the suit the correct way round. Okay, so the suit's now the correct way round. Now what we have to do is we have to get the zip. Once this glue goes just a little bit more tacky yet, and you slide the zip underneath, and then you fold the fabric onto it as you're going along, and do both sides at the same time, so you get a nice even zips fitting all the way along to the end. I'll start it and then I'll show you some videos as I've started it going. Okay, now we're getting ready to fit the zip. Now you want it so it really is very, very touch dry, so there's no hardly any glue sticking at all. And now we're going to fit the zip without pressing the glue onto it, just on the inside of the suit. I don't know if you can see this technique because I'm doing it one-handed, so it's quite difficult. But basically what you're doing is you're just moving the fabric along and just touching it as you go along, not pushing it down hard, just touching it like this, just to hold it in place, make sure you've got the correct positioning. And this is why you need the glue to be almost set and very, very tacky, so you can lift it off if you get the positioning wrong. Okay. Now this is where it's really important. So as you get to the end, you can check your position, make sure you've got no little folds like this, and then you can start to press it down all the way along. Okay. Okay, now with the wonderful wallpaper roller, we go along and we have to make sure that this seam is really well adhered all the way along. Okay, I've now used the roller and all the seams all the way around. Next job, bit of toluene and just remove the excess glue line. A pet hate of mine is when I see people who've done these and there's glue everywhere. You always need to tidy up after to make it look like it's a professional job. Okay, glue's all cleaned off. So now it looks like a really nice job. When you're putting the zip in, if you've put it in and it's in slightly the wrong position, you should still be able to peel it off without taking the glue off if it's set hard enough. So you can actually fiddle around with the zip a little bit. It won't fully stick until you put pressure on it, and then really you won't get it apart after you've done that, which is why I say when you put the zip in, just put it in a little touches at a time as you're going along till you get the position right, and then use the roller to really get the glue to stick. Right, now I'll turn it inside out, have a look how the inside looks. Some companies on their zips will fit an extra rubber strip along the edge here. And again, if yours is fit like that and you want to fit it, by all means do so. I mean, these Rojo suits, these Robin Hood suits, are reasonably quite simple, so they're easy to replace. Again, if you want to put an extra strip on, by all means glue one on. Other than that though, you shouldn't have any problems. And with any new zip, remember to get your wax on the zip or your proper silicone grease, whichever you're using on your zip. Do the inside teeth as well as the outside teeth. Because a new zip, you want to make sure they are nice and free and slide from day one. And this zip can be used probably within the next, I don't know, 8 hours or so. It'll be dry enough to be able to be used. Okay, so the tab looks okay. I don't mind there being a few little glue marks around here on the inside. You're not going to see that. And as long as the zip is fully adhered all the way along, shouldn't be any problems. So there you go. New zip fitted. As I say, these zips cost about 50 quid a piece, a couple of quid for the glue, so you've done a zip job for about 60 quid. And I think if you go anywhere to buy a zip and get it fitted, they'd want about at least twice that, if not more. Okay, again, thanks for watching.